Satu.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's debate on the topic. This house believes that standardized testing should be abolished. My name is M.Alfian, and I will be serving as your moderator for this debate. In today's debate, we will hear from two teams: the affirmative, who will argue in favor of the motion, and the negative, who will argue against it. Each team has three members who will present structure, arguments, and respond to each other points. Before we begin, let me briefly outline the rules and structure of today's debate. Each speaker will be given a specific time to speak. First speaker, 4 minutes. Second speaker, 4 minutes. Third speaker, 4 minutes. And after the debate, there will be a reply speech. Now, let's get into the debate. I invite the first speaker from the affirmative team to open the case for their opening argument. You have 4 minutes to talk. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone, the member of this house. Good morning. Good afternoon, Ms. Diva, as the chairman, and M.Alfian as a moderator, and Iqbal as the timekeeper. Thank you for the opportunity that has given to us today. We are going to deliver you our speech. First, let me introduce our team. I'm Yudistira pradipta wicaksono as the first speaker, and the second speaker is Aulia kuncoro, and the third speaker is Keizha bagaskara. Next, I would like to give you our motion today. This house believes that standardized testing should be abolished. The definition of standardized test is a large-scale assessment that is administered and stored in a consistent manner so that the results are comparable across test types. Today, we affirm the motion that standardized testing should be abolished, despite the intended purpose of making academic achievement. Standardized tests have harmful effect on study, mental health, perpetuate systemic inequalities, and fail to provide a comprehensive assessment of student abilities. Harmful effect on student well-being research indicates that standardized testing is linked to increased anxiety among students. A study published in the Journal of Educational Psychology found that over 40% of students report feeling anxious about tests, with many experiencing significant stress that negatively affected their performance. This anxiety can lead to long-term mental health issues, with the American Psychological Association noting that high-stakes testing environment contribute to increased rate of depression and burnout in students. Abolishing standardized tests would alleviate this burden and foster a healthier learning environment.
Thank you. Now I invite the first speaker from the negative team to present their opening argument. You also have 4 minutes to talk.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to say thank you for honorable judges, moderator, and timekeeper, and also people around this place. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Vanesha siagian as the speaker 1, and Nabila as the speaker 2, and Diva oktaviani as the speaker 3. So, for today's motion is, this house believes that standardized testing should be abolished. So, the affirmative team argues that standardized testing causing anxiety and depression. I'm not so agree with the affirmative, so that's why I rebuttal the affirmative. Anxiety is a challenge in life. Everyone has experienced anxiety. We can control ourselves from anxiety about facing standardized testing. While preparing for standardized tests, we can relax ourselves by hang out with friends or family, so we can relax our psychologies and mentality, and not to be stressed. If we feel tired, so we can consult to an experienced person or psychologist. Based on data for searches from Holodoc psychologists, they said that around consults psychologists regarding mental health problems in school and community life. They feel relief and no more stress. And also, I have the data from global competitiveness. Many countries rely on standardized testing to access students on global scale. Abolishing is could put students at disadvantage when competing for international opportunities in higher education. And the second aspect is fairness and objectivity. While no test is perfect, standardized testing remains on one of the few objects measure the academic, such as teacher-based assessment, may be more prone to bias and favoritism. And the last is test preparation and life skill. Standardized tests help students develop skills like time management, discipline, strategic thinking, and necessary for both academic and character success. So, I conclude that I definitely do not agree with the affirmative theory. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now hear from the second speaker of the affirmative theory. You have 4 minutes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aulia kuncoro. I'm the second speaker of affirmative team. We ask an affirmative team to fully support today's debate motion. Before I present my argument, please allow me to present the rebuttal. Or below, our speaker from the negative team said that removing standardized testing or introduction subjective into the evaluation process as different teachers and schools may apply different grading criteria. But we ask the affirmative team and this that the standardized test can be replaced with portfolio assessment or game-based assessment which is expected to reduce anxiety among students. Now let's move to our argument. Inequitable access and also standardized and often exacerbate exceeding income. According to a report by the National Center for Fair and Open Testing, students from low income families score on average 20% lower than their more full on standardized assessments. This difference is not reflex of intelligence or capability, but rather access to resources such as tester, tutoring, and counseling and reports. By applying standardized testing, we can shift to work. Assessment methods that account for different backgrounds, allowing for a more and evaluation of student potential. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I call the second speaker of the negative team to present their argument. You also have 4 minutes.
Thanks to Moderator, let me introduce myself. My name is Nabila as a speaker from negative team. I definitely not agree with the statement from affirmative team because with a standardized test, how can we identify and underestimate inequality when we lack a common benchmark to compare student performance across different regions? However, even with the standardized test, through accountability remains limited. The test only focus on narrow skill like math and reading, ignoring broader competence like critically and critical thinking. This results in a system that forces teachers to teach to the test rather than fostering well-rounded learning. Plus, we see pattern where school in disadvantaged or suffer proportionality. A study by the Education Policy Analysis Archive on the test scores in low income areas dropped by 15%. Regardless of improved interaction, showing that standardized tests often highlight socioeconomic disparities rather than actual educational quality. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the third speaker from the affirmative team. You have 4 minutes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Diva, as the third speaker of affirmative team. Before I present my argument, please allow me to present the results. Second speaker for negative team said that standard is test provide a data-driven mechanism to assess whether schools are meeting academic standards and helping students achieve necessary skills. This test gives policymakers and education leaders quantifiable data to identify which schools and districts need improvement and where is should be located. But we ask the affirmative team, emphasize without standardized test, we also can know which school they need improvement, and because schools can submit reports to the government. Now, let's move to our argument. In a with measurement of skill and knowledge standards, test focus primarily on rote memorization and basic skills valid to access critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. A 2018 report by the National Education Association found that only 5% of educators believe standardized tests effectively measure students' critical thinking skills. Instead, assessments should reflect a wider range of competencies, including creativity and collaboration. Abolishing standardized testing will allow for alternative assessment methods that provide a more holistic view of student capabilities. And thank you.
Thank you. Now I invite the third speaker from the negative team to present their argument. You have 4 minutes.
Thank you, Moderator. Let me introduce myself. My name is Diva as third speaker from the negative. Finally, the laser testing serves as a valuable preparation for columns. Students will face in higher education and professional life. Many professions such as law, medicine, engineering require certification from students. My practicing under similar testing condition in sport. Students develop the text counting skill, time management, discipline for success in problems, interest, exam, and future career. My point: student test student high test exam and college in professional life where student assessment are not example data. While law medicine, engineering, requiring fasting, student takes to practice professionally by experiencing religion testing, early students become accustomed to managing time, stress, and high expectation. Supporting data. According to a report by ETS, educational testing service education who had early exposure to citizen testing high school performed 15% better on the previous compared to those with limits. Thank you.
After the debate, now it's time for the reply speech. Reply speech is given by 2 minutes. The first team to give the reply speech is the negative team. Now I invite the negative team to give their reply speech.
Thank you, Moderator. So, in reply speech, we conclude that will standardized tests may not to be perfect. Their benefits, parameters, and the drawbacks. They provide fairness, accountability, preparation, all of which are essential to a strong education system. Therefore, we firmly believe that standardized testing shall not be abolished, but rather improved and refined to better meet the needs of students and education alike. Thank you.
And now I invite the affirmative team to give their reply speech.
First, thanks to negative team for argument and statement. However, we are agree with this house. Standardized testing does not serve its intended purpose and causes more harm than good. It negatively impacts student mental health, perpetuates inequalities, and fails to adequately measure essential skills and narrows the curriculums. Abolishing standardized testing is crucial for creating a more equitable and effective educational system that prepares students for the complexities of the modern world. We urge you to support this motion. Thank you.
As we come to end of this debate, I would like to thank both teams for their insightful arguments and dedication. Today, we have explored both sides of the motion. This House believes that standardized testing should be abolished, gaining a deeper understanding of its complexities and impact. We appreciate their efforts to engage us and each other respectfully and passionately. To our audience and judges, thank you for your attention and your engagement. Debates like this will remind us of the importance of open dialogue and critical thinking. With that, we conclude today's debate. Thank you everyone, and let's give one last round of applause to our debate. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.